Well, it's with a certain sense of trepidation that I suppose I begin today's reading vlog. Well, I suppose it's probably going to be a couple of days. But today was the release of Nobody's Girl, which is the posthumous autobiography of Virginia Giuffre, who you may know, of course, from the news and in relation to the likes of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell and Prince Andrew, of course. And I decided to stop what I was doing, download a Kindle ebook of said autobiography and give it a read, because some of you may know I did read a couple of months ago. I read Andrew Lowney's book entitled Rise and Fall of the House of York, a dual biography of Prince Andrew and apologies, my computer just making noises. Dual biography of Prince Andrew and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York. Of course, recent news means that certainly Andrew can no longer use the title, or at least he's voluntarily given it up until he's stripped of it. And I'm not sure really if Sarah Ferguson should be using it either, but who knows. So I'm going to begin it, and I'm going to keep you informed as to my progress. So wish me luck. And I should also say, of course, hello everybody, welcome to and welcome back to my channel Book Time with Elvis, with me, Mark. And as I say, I'm going to start reading Virginia Giuffre's posthumous autobiography, Nobody's Girl. So here we go. I mean, it's not going to be so exciting, I guess, reading on a Kindle, but I really wanted to read it quickly. And I couldn't wait to get myself a physical copy, so we'll see how it pans out, whether it's worth it or not. But I am rather nervous, because I'm told it is quite, from some of the extracts I saw, I heard it's quite hard in parts to read. So let us see. Here we go. Oh my goodness, yeah, well, it looks like I was right to be, or to have an element of trepidation. I've only read the first chapter, it's quite short, and it's already pretty brutal. Yeah, horrible, horrible. I mean, not just the brutality, but I suppose how unlucky she is. I don't want to spoil it, of course, but one of the hardest things is when she starts off. It's a kind of, I guess, a good hook to get you interested in it. The fact that she's like sitting crying on a curb after having been attacked for the first time that day, and then she kind of breaks away from it and starts talking about her current life, or I guess the life she had in the more present time, the normality of it compared with the brutality of her youth. And then, of course, that's made even more heartbreaking, I suppose, by the fact that we know she's no longer with us. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, but I will be back to check in as I get through the rest of this book. See you soon. Well, hello again, everybody. I'm just out walking Elvis. It's the evening. He's had his evening meal and just out for an evening stroll. So I've read part one of Nobody's Girl by Virginia Giuffre. It's brutal. It's brutal stuff, and it really upsets me, to be honest. How cruel and horrible people can be. How they can take advantage of the weak and innocent. Most of part one deals with her earlier life, her family life, her family abuse, being sexually assaulted, raped even by her father and another man, friend of the family, and various other people. Her time in juvie or reform school, that kind of thing. And also ends with her getting a job in Mar-a-Lago, meeting Donald Trump. Her father introduces her to Donald Trump, and this black limousine pulls alongside when she's out walking, and in the back seat of the limousine is Ghislaine Maxwell. So of course that's the introduction to the next stage of the book and her life of torment and abuse. Yeah, I don't know, it's a hard one. I really feel I want to read it, but it's a tough read, and again it keeps getting interspersed with like the normality of her later life, her family life when she's a parent, as opposed to her family life when she was a child. But it's just heartbreaking and disturbing. And I don't know whether it's because I'm someone who works a lot with children, obviously being a school teacher and things. It's just, for me, one of the most appalling, heinous, horrible things anyone could do, to abuse and take away that innocence. And I don't know, it just repulses me, reviles me, disgusts me. And her father should just be, well, I mean, I don't know if he's still around actually, and if he is, then I don't know if he should even be free, if he hasn't spent any time in jail or anything. But it's outrageous. And speaking of jail, getting the impression as well, seeing just how much she was taken advantage of by people, that Maxwell shouldn't be the only one in prison, to be honest. But we'll see. I'll wait and see what happens with the rest of the book. But yeah, I shall check in again soon. Take care.